Here's a question I hear all the time. Should I focus on one dating app or use multiple at the same time? And before we even answer that, we need to clear up a bad comparison that comes up in almost every discussion about this. You cannot compare one fully committed, well built dating profile to multiple half assed profiles. That's not a fair comparison. We're not talking about one good profile versus five or six or seven lazy ones. We're talking about multiple fully focused, well presented profiles. That distinction changes everything. Because dating apps don't demand much time, so spending 3 minutes on one app or spending 15 across five or six different apps isn't the real cost here. The time difference is negligible. Of course, over a full year, that's still a lot of time spent on dating apps. But then again, we do the replying to chats and we do the swiping most of the time when we're on the toilet or, in a waiting room or something like that. So it's not really a waste of time. What matters is whether the quality stays high across all the apps. If you take the same strong photos, the same clear bio, the same standards, and the same way of communicating, and simply place that on multiple platforms, you're not spreading yourself thin, you're replicating quality, and that's very different from dividing attention. And for me, it has worked very well. And I would advise any guy to use multiple dating apps, but only if you use them properly. Don't half-ass it. So multiple apps only become a problem when the quality drops, when your profiles are rushed, messages are lazy, and conversations feel interchangeable. That's not because they are, that's not because there are too many apps or you're using too many apps. It's because there's not enough intention from you. In my experience, using multiple dating apps works really well, not because I'm swiping endlessly, but because each profile I have was built properly and treated seriously. I don't have a Tinder profile that reads, for fun and giggles only, and on Hinge I have a profile that is serious business only. No, they're all serious and they all work, across different platforms and they have a different reach, therefore I have a wider net that I've casted. So, same clarity, same tone, same follow through. One good profile copied intelligently. Yeah, that's there. There we go. Intelligently can outperform one isolated profile that's doing all the work alone. And then again, some apps work better in different areas, and some apps work better with certain photos, and so on and so on. So having multiple apps will definitely give you more reach. Here's where guys usually get it wrong. They hear focus and assume it means limitation. Like focus means picking one app and ignoring the rest. But focus isn't about restriction, it's about presence. We focus on dating, therefore we focus on the apps that we have to our disposal. If you can open an app, respond thoughtfully, and close it again, whether that's one app or three, you're still focused. Problems start when guys confuse activity with effort. They're on multiple apps, but none of the profiles are actually good. Photos are outdated, bios are vague, conversations are copy paste. That's not scaling, that's dilution. That's not what we want. Using multiple apps properly looks like this. Every profile feels intentional. Every bio reflects the same standards. Conversations get real attention across all the apps, and dead chats are allowed to die in the apps. When you do that, multiple apps don't create noise, they create reach. They really do. Of course, not everyone should do this. If one dating app already stresses you out, if you overthink replies, if you chase silence or tie your mood to matches, then adding more apps will amplify that stress. In that case, maybe one app is a smarter move. But if you're regulated, detached from the outcomes, and clear in how you show up, multiple fully focused profiles can absolutely outperform one. Absolutely. No question. So the real rule isn't one app versus many. The real rule is this: never compare one good profile to multiple bad ones. Compare one good profile to multiple equally good profiles. If you can maintain that level of quality and consistency, you're not spreading yourself thin, you're simply increasing surface area. And surface area, well, it matters. So it's not about how many apps you're on, it's about how well you show up on each one. Replicate quality, don't divide it. Hope this helps, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.